Hello, my fellow patriots. This is Alex with Disabled Vets Perspective. I wanted to get on here because a very, very good friend, a brother, a true patriot, and somebody who has done an enormous amount for me and for the recovery of Lisa in her process of dealing with this cancer, is in need of our help too. Preacher, as you guys may know, many of you know Preacher from the interwebs, from our different chats, has experienced not one, not two, but 3 strokes. He's just now starting the medical procedures to work on correcting or slowing progression, but because of the Rona, obviously they try to put hurdles in the way of somebody getting medical care, and everything's a game to them. They wanted to stick him in a COVID ward because he refused to wear a mask. Makes all the sense in the world. You take somebody who doesn't want to wear a mask, who has just experienced a stroke, and you want to stick them in a COVID ward where people are positive. So, just absolutely insane. But just more and more stuff going on like this, and he needs a few things from us. First and foremost, like everybody else that is going through hard times, we need to pray and pray hard. Let God hear our voice. Let him know that we are begging. We are really begging for some help right now. I know he's busy because he's trying to save our world that is going straight to hell right now. But we need to get our voices in there and get heard. Second thing we need to do is, because of what Preacher's going through, Mrs. Preach is now going to become the caregiver, and that starts immediately. Now, there are programs that will help get somebody in that situation so that, if the person goes on disability and they need a caretaker, then there's financial compensation that is taking place. But that doesn't kick in for a little while. It takes a little while to get that process going, and Mrs. Preach has already had to leave her job. Right now it's just a leave, but she's going to have to let go of her job in order to take care of Preacher. So in my description below, I have the PayPal for Preacher. And if you can, things like groceries, utility bills are going to come up whether you're working or not. Gas for getting back and forth to the dock, that's going to add up. I know they've got 2 or 3 appointments this next week. It's going to all stack up. So if you can, then put a little bit of a get well into the PayPal for Preacher, and let's help try to take care of some of these expenses for him, because it's going to be hard right now. For recovery is one thing. There's a lot of therapy involved with recovering from a stroke, and then the wear and tear on the personal systems, and that's where the prayer is going to come in. They're going to need us, and you guys have swooped in and dropped those prayers for Lisa when I asked, and they really did do something. I explained in the beginning that she was basically a goner. They were rating her at a 4, and they went in for the biopsy, and because the tumor had decreased in size, they downgraded her to a 3, and that was before anything had been done. So the prayer all by itself is what helped that. So I'm asking you guys to do the same thing. Prayer warriors, get together, drop some prayers for Preacher, and let's get him healed up. Now, there's always the risk of a bleed when you have a stroke. That's the biggest threat. You don't want to you don't want to have a bleed going on. So that's something that we need to pray for, make sure it's not going to happen, and just see what we can do. But anyway, there's going to be some serious medical malpractice in here at the end of this road too. So there's been a lot of screw ups from the state, the federal level, disability rejecting medication access and things like that. So there's a lot going on that's going to have to be fixed, and there's going to have to be some compensation. But right now, the struggle is for real, and they're going to need our help to get over the hurdle while they're waiting for the compensation for home health care and disability to be adjusted, medications to be regulated, and things like that. Because right now they're coming out of pocket a lot. So anyway, this video is to motivate everybody to do your thing again. Let's get Preacher healed up. Let's keep praying for Lisa. For whatever reason, strange things are happening to the good guys on this planet, and the bad guys are still being allowed to live on, and I don't get that. So let's get in here and get one of the sets of good guys to overcome these things. But anyway, if you guys can, put a couple dollars in the PayPal, please, and let's help them get through this until they can get set up with their perpetual income, which will come. But we're talking about government, so it could take a minute. But anyway, that's what I got to say for y'all today. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way out the door. That helps the algorithm, gets the video out there. Share this video with anybody you know, because we could use all the help we can get to get Preacher back up and going. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because I've always got something interesting to say. But anyway, until next time, y'all, let's all stay in the fight.